Hey everyone, it's me, Charlie here. Welcome back. It's been a minute, huh? Dad's finally come home from the store. No milk, no cigarettes, sorry. Happy New Year. I hope you're well. 2024. Personally, somewhat of a massive year for me. 2023, if you're not aware, was my gap year. So this year I'll be starting uni. And by this year I mean, like, 6 weeks from now or something. Filming this in early Jan, obviously. It might be a tiny bit longer. I don't know the start date actually, to be honest. But we're here right now and it's happening. The resolution series is dead. All right? You're stuck with me now. Tough. I'm also back from my European adventures. Cheeky 7 weeks on the other side of the planet. Little Kentucky on the end there. I finally got to use some of my years of Duolingo French. Ate a lot of very good food. And I recorded this clip for Shannon, but I'll show it to you guys now.
Charlie.
Spent all of my money. Plenty of fun stories I'm sure you'll hear at some point. Not for today's video. And the Porter medley obviously went up a fair while ago now, but it's the most recent thing I've done on here, so worth mentioning. It actually went up while we were on a train in Greece, just around Athens, as you do, which was actually kind of annoying because I missed most of the premiere on YouTube because I had no reception and I was a little late on the 17 different platforms that I was posting promos to, just dumping everywhere I could. I think as a project, you know, it ended up sort of overstaying its welcome a little bit in the end. If you haven't seen it, it's far more worth your time than what you're watching right now, so, you know, link in the description, why not? It's the most recent upload, so it's not very difficult to find. And while you're down there, why don't you hit the funny little subscribe button and the bell? Don't think I've said those words probably in about 2.5 years here. So it was actually 4 videos ago. Yeah, I was fairly proud of the end result, but yeah, I was a little bit sick of it at the end. If you haven't seen, it took a very long time to put together, which was obviously affected by the weather and all those sorts of external location factors. Terrible idea. Don't do that. Yeah, I jumped around with it about as much as I'm jumping around right now, so that tells you all you need to know. But I got it done, which is the important thing. I was absolutely rushing sort of last minute, and with my typical sporadic work ethic, it was always gonna take a very long time. Some of the stuff in the end, particularly the vocals, I would say, ended up being a tad rushed. The vocals were all recorded sort of in the last week and a half, and they probably weren't the best that they could have been, but I'm not a music producer, you know, I did the best with what I could, and you know, they were alright. On the whole, I was pretty proud of the whole project generally. It definitely had some good bits, and it was miles clear of its previous iteration being the Wilbur medley. Speaking of learning, uni, as I've said before, I'm not going to be here. I'm living on campus, very far away from here, which will be exciting. I'm going to be studying film, media, communications, which is cool. Yes, you won't be seeing probably this background again for some time, and what a shame. What a shame that is, that you won't be able to look at Avengers Endgame poster, or, I don't know, random pop figurines that I bought in 2017, which was only like a couple years ago, right? It wasn't 7 years ago, right? Guys? I was 12 years old when half of this was purchased, in case you weren't aware. Turning 13. That makes a difference. The Doctor Who stuff's still cool though, obviously. And the, God, Peanuts comics. They're good too. Anyway, yes, the main point of this video, why I'm here, cutting to the chase. This will very much be a no promises sort of year for me. I have no idea what will end up happening with all of this. The effect of actually having to make stuff for a degree is yet to be seen. It could massively deflate my want to make videos and stuff in my own time, or it could really get the creative juices flowing, you know? Who knows? But at the same time, my output can sort of really only go up, can't it? I mean, I literally put one thing out in 2023. Granted, it was not just one thing, you know, just like a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears went into that one. Either way, though, I'm not really going to uni with the plan of spending all of my time in my room making videos. I've sort of just spent the first 19 years of my life doing that. But you never know what stuff I make at uni might end up on this channel Obviously, I'm not beyond putting more filmic stuff up on here. In fact, I'm not really past putting anything in particular up here. The great YouTube subscription lucky box, they call me. Anyway, apologies. I just thought it would be worth making this little update video to help fill the void a little now that my New Year's resolution series has kicked the bucket, and mainly to get us all on the same page that A, no promises for this year, alright, but also B, I've still got plenty of ideas left in the tank, and I might be slightly more productive now that I'm actually doing things and not just watching movies, eating pasta, and working some of humanity's dullest minimum wage jobs. Shout out to the egg farm that I worked at for a good few months to make the last bit of money that I needed before Europe. I will miss the many, many times I walked up and down those long ass sheds, picking up eggs and dead chickens. If the boarding house didn't put me off eating chicken ever again in my life, this place certainly would. And the nice dry cough that I developed there that has hung around, granted in a slightly less severe form to this day. Good times. That's about it from me today. There's probably stuff I've forgotten. What can you do? At some point I might make like a proper Porter Medley retrospective type thing. Who knows? I've got like a small pile of props. Well, I say small, still sitting in the corner of my room that I'm looking at right now from it. I'm also just very thankful that I never have to wear those jeans again, or those shoes. I picked them specifically because they were past their time when I started filming. A lot of grass seeds in the socks as well. That's actually quite a shame. They're a nice pair of socks. I will see you all next time. Bye. I just filmed a YouTube video. Been a while since I could say that. That was perfectly disjointed, lovely.